sacrifice everything to be an underground king. Underground king. I sacrifice everything to be an underground king. King.
What it do, kings and queens? It's your boy, the UP King, the People's Champ, and we back with another video. And as you can see, we got another G-body Cutlass to paint. So I ain't gonna bore you. Let's jump right into it. Let's go. So for the Cutlass, we just deleted the middle chrome piece because customer didn't want that anymore. Had a couple little body issues. Now this one, the customer himself and a relative painted this car before. So this car has some issues. And I tried to address as many of those issues as I could, but he's not looking for perfect, just something that he can enjoy for the summer. So I just cleaned up a couple spots for him, made it look a little bit better, body-wise. Then we're just gonna throw some paint on here. You know, throw some paint where it ain't. Saw a guy say that. His catchphrase. I thought it was catchy. He throwing paint where it ain't. Definitely give him some credit on his saying. But yeah, man. Nothing too serious. We're gonna get this thing painted and get it out the door. All right, kings and queens. So as you can see, we got the Cutlass in sealer, and with it being in sealer, we're gonna let that dry, start mixing up our paint. And for this one here, we're doing a two-tone. So I'm gonna lay down my first set of base, then I'm gonna tape it off with some fine line tape, get everything right. Then after I got that like I want it and get it painted, then we're gonna lay down our second layer of base. And then after we got that together, we're gonna untape and unmask everything and get this thing cleared. So you already know I didn't show the sealer portion, and that's just because I don't like to make these long videos and drawn out and stuff like that. So I shorten up some of the process, give you a lot of the other, and show you what I'm doing. So let's get to it. All right, so we got the first base on, which is just a jet black. Got that on. Next thing we're gonna do is start laying down our tape, which we're gonna use some 3M fine line tape to break our lines where we want them. And then after that, when we got it all taped up like we want, we are going to lay down the second base. So let's get right back to it. All right, so now that I'm getting ready to tape, I let the paint dry for over 30 minutes. So I got some 3M, and this is 1/4 inch 3M fine line tape, and fresh new razor blade, and 1.5 inch masking tape. I'm also going to use plastic, because what I'm going to do after I got everything lined up and taped off like I want, I'm going to take plastic, run it over the whole car, lay it down, and then I'm just going to cut the excess off and then re-tape on my tape. That way I can have it covered Then I can spray the top portion. Then after I paint the top portion, then I can just unmask everything once that's dry. Then after that's dry, we can clear it all together and be finished. So let's get to it. All right, so we got the thing taped up like we want. Plastic is covering off the black base all around the car. And we're getting ready to lay down the top base. And I just want to show you real quick. If you see that blue line, that's my fine line. And I got that going across, all across the car. Then I took my 1.5 inch tape and then taped on top of that. But I taped it enough lower to where I can still see that blue. So when I lift everything, it's gonna lift up from the blue line and nowhere else. So that should give me my line that I want, how I taped it out. All right, so starting to take the tape off, starting to see the two-tone coming together. And this is what I was explaining. When you overlap your tape, you can still see the blue line that I haven't pulled off yet, or the fine line. Then we just peeling that back. And be real careful when you're pulling that back. If you didn't give your base enough time to dry, then you might peel up some of that paint with your tape. And you don't want that. So let me get this all finished up. Then we're gonna get ready to get some clear on this. All right, so we got the base on, both bases. And it's time for some clear. This has been a long one, but let's get it glassed out, and then let's go home and get some rest. I'm tired. right, kings and queens. So here it is, with all its flaws and shortcomings. And I honestly don't think it turned out too bad. I mean, what do y'all think? Oh my, y'all didn't see that. Y'all didn't see me almost fall. So, listen, let's go ahead and get this thing unmasked, get it put back together, and let's get it outside, because that's really what you want to see. You want to see it outside. You want to see the flaws outside. How good does a thing really look when it's outside under some real sunlight? Let's get it. All right, kings and queens, so here we have it outside. Now listen, this thing ain't the best, but it's better than what it was. And here we have it. It's definitely got some flaws. Because this car was hit before and had some work done to it that was kind of shady. But did the best that I could with what I was working with. And I think it came out all right.
Everything to be an underground king. I sacrifice everything to be